This week on Stubborn Grit.
Mama said not to quit.
His wife and he are building a house together. Sweat equity. It's like a marriage workshop. Build the dream. How hard can it be? How long will it take? They don't have a clue. They're doing it themselves. Ignorance is bliss. Will they survive? Will their teenagers thrive? What's wrong with you people? Are they crazy? Maybe. Dream big. Don't quit. Stubborn grit.
All right, this is the morning of the day before we pour, before we place that concrete. And I have to do all these kickers. Okay, I'm gonna try to get away with just a single stake to hold that kicker in. I gotta do all these. I have some turnbuckles in there because it's not perfectly straight. This side, the way I've got the kickers cut, we should be able to push them in if need be. Right now the form's pretty straight, so we should be good. But the biggest issue is time, and still have to tie this rebar, and we're missing some splices here in the center we've got to do. We might run those bars wild and instead of cutting them. And the other big thing is to make sure that when we put these brackets in, we're going to wet set these brackets. Just got to make sure that I'm going to have a top bar through here as well, 2 top bars. Just have to make sure that the bar is not in the way of setting these brackets. Might be a little bit of threading the needle. Looks like that pad's still not done. Something got in there last night, I'm not sure. So far we've been able to keep the deer away. They don't want anything to do with it. We did have 2 breaks that looked like maybe a deer had jumped in and jumped out before we had the rebar. But all this bar is going in. There's some more over there. And we're pouring tomorrow at 6 in the morning. Probably won't start until about 6:30 or so, depending when the trucks arrive. Hopefully they're on time. Hoping to start with 2 trucks back to back, and then the rest might be scheduled at 15-minute intervals, depending on how it's going.
So a lot to do. No idea how long it's going to take, but we have to get it done somehow. The leaves are a bit more challenging to clean out with all the chairs and rebar. All the conduit and pipe stub outs have been topped off with duct tape to keep stuff from falling inside, especially concrete. I left some of the conduits a little long thinking it would be more visible on pour day, but now I'm thinking it might be in the way, or it might even turn into a grab bar for someone walking by. I don't really know. I'm running around gathering everything needed to get started, nailing on a turnbuckle, and taking my first swing with the sledgehammer. And I hyperextend my elbow again. Now I need to choke up on the bat to reduce my tears. Nailing the brace to the stake, and I'm out of duplex nails, looking for more, calling my wife. She finds them and delivers a bite to eat. Food always makes things better. My wife is tying rebar as I install the form supports. Again, these are 2x4 kickers nailed to the side of the forms with stakes in the rear. Only 53 something to go. We're transferring our perimeter post on center marks from inside the forms to the outside and extending them further out. On top of the form boards, I'm also nailing in some small finish nails that sit proud to help us find the bracket centers. We can still find a slightly protruded nail by sliding our fingers along the surface. So the paint we extended out from the forms gets us in the right area. The nail head gives us more precision. What's great about the turnbuckles is that we can adjust them anytime, like during the concrete pour. They allow us to push the forms in or pull them out as needed. One of our most critical crew members, our second daughter, keeps us supplied with coffee as she comes and goes to her day job. So we end up working non-stop all day, driving in kickers with rear stakes every 2 to 3 feet. Most of the rebar is tied and only a few stakes remain, but we've been pushing ourselves a bit beyond our limits. The 48-foot backside is good to go, except for the J-bolt holders. These turnbuckles function like screw jacks. They thread in or out to nudge the concrete forms into alignment. A whole lot easier than prying out nails, moving it around, and nailing it again. We're starting up again on trying to install our J-bolt holders. By this point, I'm not thinking all that clearly, and not much enthusiasm remains.
Got what I was doing here. 19 1/4. When I say 4 1/4, 4 1/2.
I am a bit humbled, maybe a bit embarrassed, but thank God for our great family friend. He shows up to help us get across the finish line. My stubbornness has finally caught up with me. Clearly I've made myself sick.
I put a sharp point on there.
Just for the record, my right arm is busted, so I have to use my left hand.
Really good. Look at that dry thing.
I'm done.
Cough break, not a breather.
Mama said not to quit.
Now, between you and I, my friend is 10 years older, but he has the strength of 10 men.
Just use this hand to pick it up and guide it. Try to keep this level always right here. See? Let it drop. See how that weight of that dropping it in? That's what I need. That's just the weight of the hammer. I can go all day. I just pick it up.
Our great family friend not only showed up to cheer us on, but he came ready to work, like a legend. And he quickly hammered in our remaining stakes. We tried to send him home, but he wouldn't leave until the job was done. So yeah, we're good to go now. Definitely not going to bother adding all those J-bolt holders. We're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. Finally ready for the big day. We have a lot on the line. Hopefully we can sleep tonight. I'm sure my wife and I will be dreaming about tying rebar and hammering stakes all night.